Once, there was a young man named Owais who lived in a small town. He had dropped out of school when he was a child and worked with his parents as a laborer. Owais was not good at school, but he was very clever in his own way. He always thought he was smarter than everyone else. However, he knew very little about the outside world because he had spent his whole life doing hard labor. One day, his mother called him and said, "Son, please go to the market and buy some medicine for me." She gave him some money, and Owais started walking to the market. On the way, he saw a group of boys talking about their future. One boy said, "I want to become an engineer." Another said, "I want to become a doctor." Owais stopped for a moment. He was surprised. He had never heard people talking about their dreams like this. After buying the medicine, he returned home. He looked quiet and worried. His father noticed and asked, "Son, what happened? Why do you look so upset?" Owais replied, "Dad, I heard some boys talking about their future. They all have dreams, but what about my future?" His father looked at him with a sad smile and said, "Son, you don't have a clear future yet. If nothing changes, you will spend your whole life working as a laborer just like me." Owais asked with pain in his voice, "But Dad, why do I have to spend my whole life like this?" His father took a deep breath and said, "Because you left school when you were young. Every time I asked you to go to school, you made excuses. You said you were sick, you couldn't remember your lessons, or you didn't want to go. Today, you are paying the price for those excuses." These words touched Owais deeply. He thought to himself, "What have I done? I made a big mistake." But he was not ready to give up. He said to himself, "I was just a child. I didn't understand the value of education or life, but now I understand, and I will change my future." Owais told his parents, "I want to move to a big city. I will study, learn new skills, work hard, and build a better future." His parents were happy to see his determination. They helped him pack his bags, and he left for the bus station. But when he reached the bus station and was about to get on the bus, fear returned. He started thinking, "What will I do alone in a big city? I will miss my parents. Nobody will help me there." His old habit of making excuses came back. He couldn't get on the bus. Instead, he returned home. His parents were surprised. His father asked, "Son, why did you come back?" Owais looked down and quietly said, "Dad, I just couldn't go." 2 days passed. His conscience would not let him rest. Finally, he decided to try again. This time, he packed his bags and went to the railway station. He sat on a bench waiting for the train. But once again, his mind was full of fear and confusion. At that moment, an elderly man with a kind and peaceful face walked by. He noticed Owais sitting there with a worried expression. The old man stopped and gently asked, "My son, why are you so worried?" Owais replied, "Sir, this is my second attempt to leave my parents and go to a big city. I want to study, learn useful skills, work hard, and build a successful future. But every time it is time to leave, my mind fills with fear and excuses. I don't know what to do." The old man smiled, placed his hand on Owais's shoulder, and said, "My son, your mind is trying to trick you. When you were a child, your mind gave you excuses not to go to school. Those excuses felt easy and comfortable. But today, you have learned that the price of those excuses was your future. Now that you are trying to change your life, your mind is creating new excuses again. It tells you that you will be lonely, that you will miss your parents, and that you should stay where it feels safe. Always remember this. Excuses are a person's biggest enemy. They give you comfort today, but they quietly steal your success tomorrow. If you give up because of excuses today, one day you will pay an even bigger price. That price is called regret. And regret is much heavier than hard work. Then the old man looked into Owais' eyes and said, "My son, missing your parents is not weakness, it is love. But becoming successful for them is true love. The train is standing in front of you. If you get on it today, you will leave your excuses behind forever. The choice is yours. Will you choose excuses or will you choose your future?" These words touched Owais' heart. He finally understood. If he went back home again, he might never have the courage to change his life. He respectfully thanked the old man, asked for his blessings, and walked toward the train with confidence. As he looked out the train window, he made a promise to himself. "From today, I will never make excuses again." A new journey had begun. Several years later, Owais became a successful man. He achieved all of his dreams and also fulfilled his parents' dreams. Moral of the story: friends, always have the courage to start a new journey. Stop making excuses. If you make excuses today, tomorrow you will have to pay the price for them. Your mind will always fill you with fear, doubt, and excuses, but don't be afraid. Face those excuses, keep moving forward, and never give up. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy inspirational stories that can help you improve your life, please subscribe to this channel and join us for more meaningful lessons.